I lost my page at 94,000 followers. Instagram just brought down my page. And that day when I saw, they sent me an email, your page has been disabled. 94,000 followers built organically, and all of a sudden, page broke down. This happened in August. I was, in the middle of my preparation to go to Nigeria. I was in the middle of a sale. And at that time, I had seen so many pages on Instagram. I've seen people lose their page, business owners lose their page. And I see how these people go crazy, like the tears, the sorrow. And I've always thought to myself, how will I feel, God, if I ever lose my page? What are these people doing wrong that they are losing their page? And I just try to do everything possible. They said, get a check mark. I paid for, the Instagram verification check mark. I, did everything that people would normally do to prevent your page being brought down. But I was shocked on that day when my page got down. Hi everyone, my name is Bridget. I'm a YouTuber based in the United States. And on this page, I want to say welcome to Bridge Tribe. On this channel, we bring you intentional parenting, finances, building generational wealth, multiple streams of income, parenting, lifestyle, and everything about motherhood. So do not forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and let's get into the video. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Now, I had seen so many people lose their pages on Instagram, and every time I would wonder, hey God, if I lose my page, how would I feel? Like, what would be the emotions? Because when I see these people lose their Instagram page, like, it is so, like, it's an emotional roller coaster for a lot of them. I see how some people run ads, they're crying, people are sharing their pages, I follow, all of that. But I have always thought to myself, what would be the emotions for me if I lost my page? So on this fateful day in August 2024, Instagram sent me a message. Your page has been disabled. I was like, hey, it has happened. But I wasn't afraid. Like, the emotions I thought was going to happen, like the fear, the crying, the everything, it didn't happen to me. My accountant called me. He was like, oh my God, they brought down the page. She was in panic mode. And I was just calm. And I realized that the reason why I was calm, even though I was in the middle of a major project, I was in the middle of a sale, I was in the middle of trying to raise money, the middle of a major sale. The reason why I was calm was because I had multiple streams of income. Now, my weight loss and my sales page, my Instagram page, is not the only source of my income. So the anxiety, the desperation, the fear, all your world crashing down wasn't there. I didn't feel it. And when I sat down to reflect, I was like, the only reason why I was not crying and bawling my eyes out was because that wasn't my only source of income. So today, we're going to talk about why multiple streams of income, it's so important for everybody. It doesn't matter how good you're currently doing. We're in a phase where Instagram is working for a lot of people. A lot of people are making money, social media. A lot of people just want to be content creators, and they're making so much money from content creating. Your life revolves around your Instagram page, your Instagram portfolio, your social media portfolio. Have you ever asked yourself, have you ever sat down to ask myself, what if Mark Zuckerberg what if a policy change, what if something happens and Instagram is pulled down and social media comes down? What becomes of my financial portfolio? What becomes a stream of income for me? Now, if you ask a lot of our parents, if you ask some older folks, some of us who came from like a middle class, and if you sit down and ask your parents, or some of us even experience it, you see that there was a time that our parents, most people, their parents were doing so well. They were taking care of the family, business was booming, you were rich. I know my husband used to tell me that story, like, they used to be rich, everything was good, everything was booming, dad was making a lot of money. And then all of a sudden, probably because of a business decision, or a business policy, or something that the government does, something, everything just comes crashing down. And then it becomes a struggle for our parents to pick up. And a lot of them never came back up. So you see that this is a pattern that has happened so many times before, and that we're all in our social media era where everything on social media is currently working. We're making a whole lot of money from social media. What if something changes? What if, the government bans social media, bans Instagram? What if something happens? What other streams of income have you now positioned yourself? Are you building to help you generate income? Because in order for you to build wealth that is sustainable, you have to think about the different aspects of building wealth. There's an aspect of making money, there's an aspect of sustainability, there's the aspect of transferring and building that wealth in several different portfolios. There's an aspect of transferring wealth, and there's an aspect that you're now able to remove yourself from the money making process, and that these strategies begin to work on their own, so that in the event that you can no longer function in that capacity, in the event that you can no longer make money, in the event that you can no longer show up, that those streams of income begin to run for themselves. Now, I've seen so many times, and I'm going to use some recent happenings. I was reading the story of Olajumoke, the bread seller, who fame landed on her laps. And suddenly, this girl was getting contracts, she was getting recognized, she was getting all sorts of, deals, brand deals, international brand deals. And, she just kind of fizzled away. And recently, everything came back, and she had an interview and spoke about how she lost everything. And that really got me thinking that how sustainable is the wealth that you're building? How sustainable? It's so good that you're making money right now, but how are you building? How are you positioning yourself that this money can live from generation to generation? How are you strategizing the wealth transfer process? And not just Olajumoke, I've watched, and a lot of time I look at people who have made a name for themselves. Let's talk about fame. I was reading the story of the popular actor, Mr. Ibu. Mr. Ibu was our childhood comedian. Like, all of us loved him. He was famous. He was making money. I don't know how much money they make from, films, in an actor or all that. But we know that at least he was comfortable to a certain extent. And then sickness came. And we all see how his family had to come to social media to start asking for contribution. And everybody now suddenly had a say upon his life. Like, it was so messy. I just felt like, oh my God, didn't this man have like a plan? Didn't he have like a savings? Didn't he have like something that would generate or borrow money from him now that he is sick? So in this video, I just want to highlight that the importance of wealth building and multiple streams of income. Now that you're making money, now that you have this 9 to 5 job, are you strategically position yourself for what if I cannot work tomorrow? What then becomes something that I can fall back to? What if I have to relocate from Nigeria and I resign my job? What is that thing that I have positioned that is going to help me still generate streams of income while I try to settle down in my new country? What if I get pregnant, I have a baby, and then with a baby as a mother, you cannot really work? What else is there that you can fall back to that is helping you generate streams of income that you can make money in your sleep? These and many more things are things that we all need to really reflect on. And today, I just want us to look deeply and meditate that in order for us not to make and repeat the same patterns that our parents, the same things, the same trends, the same patterns that we saw in our parents. The reason why we should learn from other people's mistakes is so that we are able to correct those things in our own lives and not follow the same pattern of repetition, the same pattern that our parents have already gone through, and then we're repeating it. And also, we see a pattern where a father is very rich, right? And then, or your husband is very rich, and all of a sudden, the man who is the major breadwinner dies. And this applies to women. I see that a lot for a lot of women. The husband who is the breadwinner dies, and then the woman begins to suffer. I just want us, when that cash flow is there, when you are at that time in your life where you are making so much money, don't think about living for today. Don't just think about, oh, I want to spend all my money, I want to live a lavish life. Make sure you're planting, make sure you're building, you're positioning several different streams of income that can run for you in your sleep. So that when one income stream falls down, or when one income stream is down, you can then rely on the other streams of income before you get back on your feet. It's like a table. Now, when you have a table is going to stand on 4 legs. The table is standing on 1 leg. What's going to happen? That table is going to collapse. It's going to but if you have a table that is standing on 4 legs, it means that now there are 4 streams of income, right? And these streams of income, if one goes down, the table, it's going to wobble, but it can still at least stand on 3 legs, right? But if the other stream of income goes down, you still have like two legs, right? If the third stream of income falls down, you still have 1. But what of the person who is solely reliant on 1 stream of income? What then happens at the end of the day? So when we talk about multiple streams of income, it has now become a necessity for us to build multiple streams of income, because things are going to change. Your employer is going to say, I don't like your face anymore. We're downsizing. We have to lay some people off. And then the job is going to be gone. What else can you fall back to? In this video today, I want us to think about multiple streams of income as now a necessity for everybody, and not just, something that everybody is raving about. It is a necessity for each and every one of us. And I pray that this video, it's something that we'll be able to reflect on and think about as we strategize and build different streams of income. If this video was helpful to you, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and drop your comments and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.